101 branches, Your
When
Honor.
you say couple, which branches?
I cannot reply to that, Your Honor, because I will need to verify our records and provide.
Can you inform us, inform the court?
Yes, Your Honor, we can.
Thank you. Proceed, Counsel.
All right. Now, this AMLA that you are referring to, all through your direct examination, is housed at Malacanang under the office of the President?
No, Your Honor. As far as I know, the AMLA the AMLA committee actually is comprised of three independent, and the AMLA officers are probably
the SEC chairman,
the
who else?
SEC chairman, the chairman of the Insurance Commission,
Yes.
and the governor of the Bangko Sentral.
Now, under our governmental setup, it is an executive office because it is not legislative, neither is it judicial.
I'm not competent to answer that, Your Honor. I really don't know.
But considering the functions that are known to you, is it a judicial body?
I'm not competent to answer that.
Is it a legislative body?
I certainly am not competent to answer that right now, Your Honor.
I see. Now, when you say you're not competent, is it because you have not gone deeper
Yes,
into
Your Honor.
examining the functions of the AMLA?
Yes, Your Honor.
I see. Now, if, as you stated, passing upon the ordinary examination, rather, was made of the accounts of the Chief Justice, were there other officials whose account were casually examined also as his in the inquiry that you mentioned?
I cannot say that right now, Your Honor, because I will have to verify versus the records.
Yeah, because you do not know that fact personally, but it was only on the basis of reports submitted or made to you by your subordinates. That's correct?
I have seen the list of names. I think there were about just a few. I do not recall that there was any, for that matter, someone in this court included in that.
Yes, but are they ordinary? Are they ordinary individuals, or they are people belonging to high class in society?
They would have to be politically exposed.
I see.
Elected,
and Justice Corona is one of them.
I believe yes, sir.
Per your classification or per designation by the executive branch of the government?
By the classification that we are required to do under the AMLA.
I see. Now, you mentioned about several deposits covered by the documents you identified. My understanding is you have no participation whatsoever in connection with said deposits.
None whatsoever.
And your knowledge is based solely on the documents existing in your bank. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at that time, who was the branch manager of your Katipunan branch?
There would have been different branch managers. Ms. Chongson assumed the stewardship of the branch, I think, sometime in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. But
2010,
there were others
after
before.
later. Prior to that, you do not
others,
recall
sir.
who was the branch manager of that branch?
There were other branch managers.
Do you know the persons responsible for making entries into documents similarly identified by you a while ago?
They would have been branch officers or branch.
But you do not know them personally?
No, Your Honor.
You have never been with them in the exercise of their functions?
Actually, in the functions in this particular case, no, Your Honor.
So you have no enough basis to state whether the entries made in the documents you mentioned were correct entries made by them, because you do not even know them.
Well, as far as the entries that they wrote down, I would not have been.
And you would not know either whether they were accurate entries made in those documents.
No, Your Honor. Only they can speak.
So
of
your
it.
only knowledge with respect to these accounts was what appears in the document.
Yes, Your Honor.
You do not know when these documents were executed, by
Well,
whom, and when.
There are dates indicated in
Yeah,
the
without the
documents. I
date, would you be
assume.
able to tell the
no,
Honorable
no.
Court?
No, Your Honor.
I see. So all your information is solely on the basis of what appears on those documents.
On the documents and our records, Your Honor.
Yes, and you cannot vouch for the accuracy and truthfulness of all those statements.
Well, as far as the balances that we have provided and the other information, I can vouch for what we have certified to this court.
No, I'm not asking about your certification, about what your personnel entered into those documents.
No, Your Honor. They would be the one.
Thank you. That's all with the witness, Your Honor.
Any other question?
May the
Gentleman from Bukidnon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Garcia, you said that it was an audit by the AMLA. But, Mr. Garcia, are you aware that AMLA does not do regular audits on banks? It does not. It only visits a bank, number one, upon a court order, number two, upon existence of a predicate crime. You mean PS Bank is regularly audited by the AMLA?
Only as far as I know, Your Honor, it's only at this particular...
Mr. Garcia, you are under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, please
Yes, Your Honor.
let the witness answer before
As far as I know, and I have reviewed, at least as far as the last examination is concerned, there were AMLA findings that were.
Mr. Garcia, in the AMLA law, there is a provision, or I think it's in the IRR, that the BSP is authorized to routinely audit banks just to ensure that they are complying with the AMLA laws.
Yes, sure.
For example, the reportorial requirements. And in those regular audits by the BSP, they have what they call an AMLA specialist.
Yes, Your Honor.
Opo. And those AMLA specialists are members of the BSP and not members of the AMLA. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
It's possible.
And so, is it possible that you are confused? That this is not upon the existence of a predicate crime, upon the existence of a court order. It is just a regular BSP audit, and it so happens there is what they call an AMLA specialist, just to make sure that the AMLA laws are being complied with.
That is precisely what was the case, Your Honor, and I responded earlier.
So ganun
It's
po
just an audit of the process.
of the Bangko Sentral and not the AMLA.
I will have to verify from the records and the BSP whether it's can be classified that way, but it's within the Bangko Sentral audit.
Yes, I think a answer from you is very, very necessary, because it does not make sense that the AMLA will regularly audit banks. The BSP, yes, and as I said, there's somebody there who just makes sure that that banks, when they're audited, are complying with the AMLA requirements.
They may be designated as a examiner for AMLA process.
Well, Mr. Garcia, during the break, I did call AMLA,
Okay.
and they categorically denied that they did audit you. So I'm just stating that.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
not argue, because
Thank
I'm
you, Your Honor,
just
for
stating
clarifying.
that.
Yes, sir.
So I would appreciate it very much if you talk to your compliance officer and really find out what's what.
Yes, Your Honor, we will do so.
Okay. And when was the audit conducted, Mr. Garcia?
I think it's for the period September to November.
What year, sir?
2010, sir.
2010.
Yes, Your Honor.
2010. And so that was more or less 1 year before the impeachment was filed.
A little more than a year. Yes,
1
Your
year
Honor.
ago. 1 year before the impeachment.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nung na-audit kayo ng BSP, wala pang usapang impeachment.
No, no.
I see. Tapos Mr. Garcia, yung cards ninyo, ilan po ang original niyan? Yung pinakita niyo mga cards na may
The
signatures?
two, Your Honor.
Dalawa lang?
Dalawa.
Some of my center judges are saying it's 3.
Oh, the owner, yes, the owner could maintain a copy of for his records, yes, but the bank would have two.
2. So it's possible that 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's possible.
It's possible, but as far as the bank is concerned, we only maintain two.
Okay. And are you sure you secured all those copies?
Well, we have provided, yes, Your Honor, we have provided our own account of everything that goes with the branch. You can see, just even from the use of the pen, it's different. This signature is so thick.
Okay, Mr. Garcia. I just wanted a yes or no.
Sorry, sir. No.
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Garcia.
Mr. President, Senator Arroyo wishes to be recognized for a manifestation.
Gentleman from
And then Senator Marcos.
Makati and Bicol.
Mr. President, somebody just texted me and which reads, Section 16 of Republic Act 9160, that is the AMLA law. This act shall not be used for political persecution or harassment, etc. That is in line with what I said, that I fear or am alarmed that the AMLA might be used for political vendetta. Thank you, Mr. President.
The senator from Ilocos Norte is recognized.